our next speaker, Dr. Raquel, who luckily was able to join us because there was some forecast about typhoon, but she was able to join us, so we're happy about this. Dr. Raquel-Salingay is from Central Mindanao University, CMU, in the Philippines. She is the chair of the Department of Agronomy and Plant Breeding, and she's a member of Board of Trustees at the Agro-Eco Philippines. She holds a PhD in agronomy from CMU, where she also did her MS and BS degrees. She was a researcher and extension coordinator at Masipag from 2002 till 2012. And then since 2013, she became a faculty member at the Central Mindanao University. She held several positions, including the Regional Technology Transfer Coordinator, Extension Coordinator, Technology Transfer Cluster Representative, and the Head of Capacity Building Unit for the University Extension Office. She has numerous publications, including award-winning papers. In addition to her research in cereals and seed technology, her interests are focused in developing resilience of small-scale farmers to climate change effect, strengthening and disseminating to farmers developed and adopted technology, in addition to all her research activity. As she likes to say it, her passion is asserting farmer-centered agricultural system. And today she will be sharing with us a student and farmer collaborative learning process for better understanding the theory behind farmers developed technology. Raquel, the floor is yours. Please share your screen and go ahead.
Yes, a good day and mabuhay from the Philippines. Am I audible and can you see my slides?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm very much honored to share our experience on service learning. I'm sorry. Before that, I would like to thank you on the place where we are located. Actually, Central Mindanao University is located in the heart of Mindanao, and CMU has 10 colleges. Among those colleges is the College of Agriculture, and with that College of Agriculture, it has 10 departments. The Department of Agronomy and Plant Breeding is one of those, and that is where I belong. So as faculty of the university, we have fourfold function, namely we have the instruction, research, extension, and production. So that is one of our mandate is to extend our knowledge to the nearest community. Actually, what I'm going to share with you now is our experience that rooted from the extension project. So let me give you first the context on how our local community or our farming community looks like in our locality. So most are resource poor farmers and residing in rural areas with minimum access to trainings and capability building. Nevertheless, Filipinos are very innovative. They have a lot of practices, technologies that have been handed from generations to the next. And with our condition, there are a lot of development drivers. We have the NGOs, or the non-government organizations, government organizations, private corporations, the local government units, and of course us, the state universities and the colleges. With this development drivers and with the current context, we have crafted an extension project. The title is Enhancing Farmers' Resiliency to Climate Change Effects Through Community Actions and Development of Appropriate Technologies. With this extension project, it is actually a tripartite partnership with an NGO, Agro-Eco Philippines Incorporated, and a farmers organization named Masosag, that is Mibantang Mibantang Association for Sustainable Agriculture, and of course the Central Mindanao University College of Agriculture, and this project is led by the Department of Agronomy and Plant Breeding. With this project, we are reviving the bayanihan. So bayanihan, or the communal work, actually is a Filipino tradition where farmers are going to help each other in major farm operation. So this tradition is almost forgotten to most of the young generation. So this extension project, we are reviving this bayanihan system. And we also have here the establishment of the Farmers Learning Center. So the Farmers Learning Center is the site, actually, it serves as the communal garden for this people's organization. It also serves as the in situ conservation area. They grow several crop species in this area. And they're also doing their farmer-led researches. Then we also have the Farmers and Scientists Partnership for Development of Appropriate Technology. With the this Farmers and Scientists Partnership for the Development of Appropriate Technology, we have conducted the so-called Farmers and Scientists Forum. So this is now the take-off point of our service learning courses. So in this Farmers and Scientists Forum, we are exposing our students. They become audience to the farmers who are presenting their innovations. So this is, we give credit also to the NGO partner, which they have started this one, and we collaborate as the experts. Should we say experts in the field? So the farmers having their innovations or their technology are going to present that one to the faculty researchers. And with this activity, the faculty researchers will serve as the panelists. They're trying to review whether that technology or that practices has scientific foundation or a strong scientific foundation. And otherwise, if it has a strong scientific foundation, they can recommend for adoption. And if lacks data, because that's our farmer researchers themselves. So if it lacks data, then it can be subjected to technology verification or validation. And some would also recommend for further research. So this is now the take-off points. From this experience, our students are trying to conceptualize what they are going to conduct in their thesis. And you cannot earn the degree if you do not have the thesis. So many of our students are conducting their thesis based on those technology that needs to be validated. Not just our students, not just for theses, they are also conducting short-term researches. For example, in the major courses that I've handled, many of my students are conducting short-term researches related to the technologies that needs to be validated. So it varies from different topics. Seed technologies, farming system, planting distance, and the most common now is the foliar fertilizer. And me myself is also a beneficiary of this process, because part of my dissertation is a sort of a validation of farmers developed technology. And what is good in here, because after the conduct of the study, the result will be feedback to the farmers. So the farmers now will know the scientific foundations, why this technology or this practices is effective. So that's the collaboration now between the faculty researchers and the students. Apart from these activities, we bring also our students to the field exposure to the Farmers Learning Center. So they have different activities there. In here, they would the frame of mind that the farm are only production site will be changed, because in their FLC they are conducting researches. So the students now would think that, or they will have the mindset rather, that farms are not just a production area, rather it is also a research station. Okay, so then we also involve them to facilitate the re-entry planning and workshop in this project. So with that re-entry planning, they will listen to the farmers on what are the needs that needs to be addressed in the next intervention. So from that workshop, the student also try to figure out what would be the possible solution and what would be the possible intervention to the next. So somehow they are sharing their knowledge to the farmers, especially also showing the research orientation, because these farmers are also, as I've said, researchers. So with those intervention, students are having in their self that the thesis that they are conducting is meaningful for the farmers. It has contribution to the farmers. With this involvement, we have observed that our students have improved their interpersonal skills because they have so much time discussing with the farmers, exchanging ideas, and so they can freely talk with the farmers, and they have the real grasp on the needs of the farmers. And unlike some other, not just the faculty or not just the teachers that are telling what farmers needs, but this is also their own experience, their own observation. And they appreciate the value of consultation of the grassroots, which I guess is very important, because later when they become leaders, we want a leader that is consultative. No, somehow a bottom-up approach would be effective. And they also have understand that the farmers' practices also has science. It has scientific foundation. It has reasons, and not just we call it tutor, a tradition or a belief. So it has they understand that there is a scientific explanation behind that, and it is not a backward technology as others are saying. So they learn to respect the farmers as well. And that farmers are not just technology adapters, but rather farmers are partners in technology development. I guess this is also one of the most important things that they have learned. And to the side of the farmers, it boosted their morale as farmers. Oh, in the Philippines, we have a different setting. When you are a farmer, some would say you are just a farmer, but in here we're trying to erase that thinking. Through these activities, it boosts the morale of the farmers, that they themselves are not just tilling the land, but they can also till the mind of the young generation, that they are also teachers in their own way because they learn consultative method. They can share their ideas freely, and also the students. And lastly, I would say that the farmers' laboratory, the farmers' field, brought a lot of lessons that were unspoken in the four walls of the classroom. But through our activity, through this experience, it might not be spoken in the field, in the four walls, but then it has been experienced by the students from deep within, and I guess it will not be forgotten because they enjoy the process, and as we have observed, it's not a burden for them. So I guess that ends up my presentation. Thank you very much, and good day, everyone.
Thank you, Raquel. What do you